Listen, the pandemic is gonna happen. It's gonna happen again.
Daily Beats.
It's gonna happen again. They're giving you a glimpse. They're giving you a preview. You ever gone to the movie theater and they're showing you the movies that are gonna come out like in the fall and shit? Just coming, you know, whatever. And they have like the guy in the deep voice and the narrative. Coming to a theater near you, a place called America will experience something called the pandemic. And that's what they're doing on the news. They're getting you guys hyped up. They're getting you psyched up because they're showing you what's going to happen in the next few months. The pandemic will happen again. And they're blaming it on the rats, the rodents, or whatever the fuck. They always have something to blame it on. 6 years ago, it was the rats. It was the bats. It was the bats in China. Yeah. Somebody was eating the bats, and they spread a virus. Yeah, someone ate an infected bat, and now the whole world is gone to mayhem and chaos. There's always something to blame. There's always somebody that's going to take the fall. In that case, it was a bat from China. Then later down the line, they said, oh no, this virus was actually made in a laboratory. No, the virus came from a laboratory in China that somehow got into the bats, that somehow, got airborne, and now we're all affected. We're all affected and infected with this virus. Shut this bitch down. Now they're saying it's the rats. It went from a bat to a fucking man-made virus in a controlled environment laboratory in China to now it's a rodent. And somehow these select few of people on a yacht somewhere in the middle of fucking nowhere by Argentina or some shit are infected by something that has no cure. Sounds like coronavirus. There wasn't a cure for it yet. They're like, well, we had to start a high-speed, class and learn how to defeat this virus. There wasn't even a cure yet. Then 4 or 5 months later, they're like, okay, we got the vaccine. We can't guarantee if you're gonna survive, but we're gonna give you the jab, and we're gonna start, opening this bitch back up again. Because the capitalist system has to keep running. Someone has to keep this bitch moving forward. They can't have the economy completely collapse. Damn near, but not fully. So we can always have to rely on our truthful government. Because the government always tells us the truth.
Yeah,
Every time.
Didn't get that
Dark days are done and the bright days are here. My sunny one shines so
if we didn't get that,
Daily
it would be done.
Beats.
and the bright days are here. My sunny one
That's
shines
crazy.
so sincere. Dark days are done and the bright days are here. My sunny one shines so
Shit would've collapsed.
sincere.
Wow.
Dark days are done and the bright days are
Now,
here.
hold up.
My sunny one shines so sincere. Dark days are done
You
and the bright
switching
days are
shit,
here.
man.
My sunny one shines so sincere.
Can you tell me how much LeBron James makes in a year playing basketball?
Shit, a lot.
Alright, for our audience out there, I'll just let you guys know. LeBron James is a basketball player, if you didn't know, that plays for the Lakers currently. Okay, he's probably 40 years old and he's gonna retire. This man makes millions and millions and millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars. And how much money do you guys make out there? How much money do you make? You guys are living check to fucking check. Check to fucking check. And you probably have kids on top of that. You probably have pets on top of that. You probably have rent that's due. You probably live in a small apartment. You probably live with your parents. That's how bad it is out here. But somebody's making millions and millions of dollars to bounce a ball. Bounce a ball, shut up, don't have no political alliance, and distract the masses. And it's like that for a reason. So you don't have to worry about the Epstein files. You don't have to worry about what's going on in Palestine. You don't have to worry about what's going on in the Gaza. You don't have to worry about Israel. You don't have to worry about the shadow government because you're focused on LeBron James and his nepotism and his little son bouncing a fucking ball.
Daily beats.
When you come home from work, you're not worried about what's going on in the world. You're not worried about the economy. You're not worried about the person that's trying to plot on you and take your shit. You're worried about LeBron bouncing a ball and hopefully he makes the three and hopefully he makes it to the finals with his old ass. Okay?
Yeah, man.
That's
They
what
lie.
you guys are worried about. That's what you're fucking worried about. You're not worried about real shit. Wake up. Wake the fuck up. People don't have Medicaid. Okay? People don't have Medicaid. They don't even have the basic necessities to start this shit off right. But you're worried about somebody bouncing a fucking ball. You're worried about him bouncing a ball, but the president's bouncing his balls up your forehead. And you don't give a fuck. Wake up.
Man.
And they call this shit the Roman circus. Look up William Cooper.
Yeah.
Look up William Cooper. To all my conspiracy theorists, quote unquote, look up William Cooper. He talks about this shit. And they killed him. They killed him too. For telling the truth. That man knew way too much. That man was in the military. He knew way too much. And you know what they do to people that know too much and trying to say shit, trying to wake up this society? They fucking kill those people. Dr. Martin Luther King killed. Malcolm X killed. Huey Newton killed. Tupac killed. Biggie killed.
Now,
They kill everybody.
I read something the other day. It made me think. I was like, all right, it said someone commented on someone. They were like, Tupac wasn't murdered, he was assassinated. I was like, damn. That's crazy.
Yeah, he was assassinated. Yeah.
Yeah, he was assassinated. Yeah. Damn. Yeah, that just had me thinking.
All you gotta do is listen to changes. That's enough for the government to kill you. He's saying way too much.
Yeah.
Saying way too much. Listen to what Tupac is saying in his lyrics. I dare anybody to really analyze what Tupac is saying. It's deeper than some gangster shit. Some of it is just face value gangster shit. Ha ha ha. Bitches, hoes. I got this. But it's deeper than that. That's the surface. He had to play the game. You've heard that, right? Playing the game. He had to play the game. He had to sprinkle some of that shit there, but he was really trying to give y'all the game. You just had to read between the lines. And he even said that. He said, hold these artists accountable. Don't just nod your head to the beat. Listen to what I'm saying. And tell me if that's some real shit. Now that was almost 30 years ago, if not past 30 years ago. Now look at hip hop. Motherfuckers don't even have to make a sentence. They don't have to make a predicate, noun. None of that shit matters. As long as the beat is good, as long as your head's not, as long as you can get high to it. Oh, then it's game all day. I couldn't tell you one bar from Playboy Cardi. I couldn't tell you one quotable from NBA Youngboy, NLE Choppa, with his weirdo ass.
Hey, man.
I couldn't tell you nothing of.
Yeah,
But listen, let me tell you. I can tell you Tupac though. The feds are watching.
We be yelling checkmate 3 years
Okay?
ago because we've been
The feds
beat
are
these.
watching.
It's not a game.
That's what he was talking about. That man knew. That man knew what was up. He had a target on his back. The feds are watching. Niggas plotting to get me, but that's about when I die. Come on, let's picture the possibilities.
Damn. That's hard.
I told the judge I was raised wrong, and that's why I blaze shit. Bro, I just talked to a kid yesterday. That basically fits that line.
And
Lost a family member. You know, I smoke so I can cope with that shit. And he's only fucking 14, going on 15.
what?
He-
Shit.
And that's the problem.
Like
Kids
it's a
don't
game,
have
this
anybody to
ain't no
look
game.
up to.
If
Well,
this was
I
chess,
take
we'd
that
be
back.
yelling
They do
checkmate
have somebody to
3
look up to,
years
but
ago,
it's the
'cause we've
wrong
been beat
people to
these.
look up to.
It's not a game.
I don't know if Tupac was the best role model, but I think he was the best example of what a human being was. He showed both sides, like a true Gemini. He showed both sides. He was very compassionate. He was very, but then he showed the other side. He showed the rawness. He showed the feelings of being betrayed.
Man.
That's what I miss about music right now. Music don't have no duality. It's
There's
just
no soul.
this. Exactly. There's no, because they sold their soul, nigga. They sold their soul.
E is equal mc square.
I remember listening to soul music growing up. I know what soul music is. Okay? My grandparents are from the west side of Chicago. I know what soul music is. Stop playing with me.
Man.
But there's no soul in this music now. Everything is, made to some frequency for everybody to be like, oh, that's a good song, and then we just consume it, like some bullshit that we put in our microwave. It's good for that, that day, and then we're on to the next. We're looking for the next thing. I remember when people used to sit with albums.
What you mean?
E is equal mc square.
Shit, sit?
Yeah, like you would just enjoy, I don't know, the last time albums, CDs were really sold was like 15 years ago, really. I'm talking about when we were 17. Like when Eminem made his comeback, that was exciting. Music was exciting then, because it's like, oh shit, he's back. That Recovery album, I sat with that for a summer, at least. That album got played every day. Now music is so fast. There's literally hundreds of thousands of songs that's released in a day. It's impossible to even know which way to start. Everything is coming at us so fast that we don't have time to really sit and process a project. It's like, oh, is a single here? Is this hot? Okay, we'll play this on the radio. Play this on 5 radio stations. But then it's there's a lot of shit that's from the underground that we probably don't know, because we're only told that this is the new trend. This is what's hot now. I remember 10 years ago, it was actually vice versa. People were going to SoundCloud to get their music.
Oh, yeah.
That's where the underground was actually dope.
I just got my thought. I was going back to what you said about albums. My bad. I had to look it up. But my coworker was saying he bought the Carter 3 when it came out, along with Coldplay. Coldplay came out with the album Viva La Vida or something.
Yup. I know that album.
My homie said he bought both of those, and the cashier was just because it was just two opposite albums, and he was just yeah, that was a great time,
That's what
they don't make albums like that.
That is exactly what I'm saying. your friend has a great taste in music. Okay? Yeah, those are two different sides of music, for sure. But I mean, listen, man, I went to FYE. FYE's not even a thing anymore. FYE, it was a story, that was the abbreviation for Your Entertainment. FYE. I went in there, it was the summer of me going into high school, and I still remember this. I went in there and I bought NWA Straight Outta Compton CD, and I also bought Slipknot's Subliminal Volume 2 album. Like, I bought that. So those are two different worlds.
Yeah, that's the same thing.
Great music is great music, and I can't remember who said. I think MF Doom. I just saw a clip today. MF Doom was saying, you know, it shouldn't matter, and he was talking about hip hop, but this goes with anything with music wise related. Like, it shouldn't matter what you look like, you know, where you come from. It's about what the music is. He's like, as long as you have a raw beat, you know what I'm saying, and you're spitting some shit, that's what's important. But then music changed once it became about, you know, what does his name sound like? What clothes is he wearing? How much money do they have? What type of drinks are they consuming? They always talk about the Diddy era when they start wearing the shiny suits and shit. They said that's when hip hop started to change. Once the shiny suit, you know, him and Mace. Now Pastor Mace.
Oh shit! Damn, that tells you everything right there. Diddy's in prison and Mace is a pastor now.
Well, he became that's why he left the first time, was to become a pastor.
Who would have thought
He's been a
that
pastor.
20 years ago, like that, or 30 years ago? That's crazy.
Yeah, and don't even get me started on that Diddy thing. Like, that shit, honestly, bro, as somebody who actually looked up to Diddy, bro, and you're a fool. You're not a real, you can't be real telling me that you never looked up to Diddy before all this shit happened. Before all the accusations and all this shit came out. You can't tell me Diddy wasn't on top of the world and he didn't inspire you in some way. Like, even if it wasn't music, like, he's a businessman. He's a mogul. He's black excellence. Before all of that other shit, he represented that at a time in hip hop. With Biggie alone. And his catalog, all the people he put on. Now, to the flip side of that, all the people he put on, it seemed like they had like an unfortunate event or some type of shit like that. You remember that book, Unfortunate Events? It was like that with these niggas, man. Like, Shine went to prison for 10 years for pulling the blam around in Club New York.
That was one of my favorite books. My bad, a little late.
Yeah, man.
Shine, yeah, don't get me started on Shine. I watched some shit. Yeah,
but Shine came out as a Jewish, like an Orthodox Jew, and then got deported, and then became a politician of Belize.
Yeah, he's the realest. He's the realest.
He's the only one that came back crazy besides Mace. He's the only one. Like, that's a crazy comeback. That's like probably one of the best comebacks in hip-hop history, I'll say.
Yeah, honestly, yeah. Because they thought he was done. Probably, you know. When he was in prison.
Yeah, that whole Diddy situation was crazy, man. I was really surprised. I'm like, why is this happening? Why is this happening now?
Didn't something happen to his voice too?
Shine?
Yeah.
Yeah, when he first tried to make a comeback, he did. He sounded off. He sounded like he couldn't find his voice or something. It sounded weird.
I thought something happened to his voice. He was saying, I can't remember if it was him. I know the DLC, but it was another guy too. I think he was Shine. Somebody. Something happened to his vocal cords or some shit.
Yeah, because he was spending too much time at a Diddy party. That's what usually what happened. Your vocal cords get all fucked up. But
that was wild.
Listen, man. The world is a crazy place. And that's why they tell you don't be putting these motherfuckers on a pedestal. Don't put them on a pedestal because or the one I like the most, because I've experienced this shit, as you know. Don't meet your idols in real life. Don't do it.
Yeah,
you will be disappointed. You will be
You met your
disappointed.
idol's son. Yeah, he was hating. That's crazy.
But yeah, that's a whole other story. But man, I'm just learning more and more. It's like, man, these people that you thought were your childhood heroes, you find out who they're politically aligned with, and you look at these niggas in a whole different light. You'd be like, oh, so you was just playing us. You were just playing us this whole time, but you had an ulterior motive and not care about your own people. Just as long as you stay at the top.
That's it. Hey. Man, I don't know, man. You gotta. It's a turn of the tide or whatever they say. Turn of the tide, just like a whole new generation, man.
Because that's the thing, bro. It's like that's an ego thing to think that, oh, this person that potentially looks up to me is trying to take my spot. But if it wasn't for me, they wouldn't even be inspired doing what they're doing. Like, you have to understand yourself and separate yourself from the ego.
Yeah, that's real. Yeah, that's it.
Like, even with I put a video out today. I put 2 beat videos out, which is a record for me. Not really, but it's been a minute since I've done that. But what I'm saying is, I put out a second video, and I'm thinking this shit is cool. Yeah, it's different. It's different as in it's industrial. It has heavy synth and distortion in it, and it has a this grimy boom bap drum kit behind it. And then somebody was like, "Yo, what is this, Mario 2?" And I just, like, instead of reacting and saying, "Yo, this guy barely has any views," I looked at their shit and I'm like, man, they got no views. It doesn't matter if they had thousands of views. And they said that. The difference is, I like this shit. This is my art. And then on the vice versa side of that, someone was like, "Yo, I could see this person and this person really rapping on this beat." But neither comment matters, though. Because now I'm learning that, yo, you can't post. It's not that I'm now learning this, but I've been more consciously aware of what I'm doing when I post. It's not for validation. Because I feel like you will let yourself down every time you do that. Posting out of oh man, hopefully I'm seen today. Yeah, you want to be seen, but you don't need to be seen. It's a want. You're doing it just to do it. And then everything
like
else will
that.
come with that, you know? Eventually. Whatever you put into motion will be, you know, but you gotta keep taking your shots, just like Michael Jordan. You gotta perfect the craft, you gotta keep taking your shots in the gym.
'Cause everybody wants to be seen, man. It's like that Triple X song. Your boy Baze loves that shit.
Look at me! Look at me! I
But
hated
nah,
that
you're right.
fucking
You're
song
right
when it
about
came out.
Jordan.
Hated that song. I was one of them niggas. I'm like, bro, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, nah, I feel that. It's cool, yeah, but it gets played out. But yeah, I just like the beat. I mean, the whole thing is the beat. But yeah, it is annoying. Nah, I mean, it was different, you know? And that's why I respected it because he just did that shit, you know? That's what you need to do. Just put it out. Just make some shit.
Yeah, I got nothing to lose at this point, bro. I'm just like, man, at this point, I'm gonna just put my beats out. I was gonna post my beats, like, you know, a minute or something, and tag the fuck out of it, but put the beats out. Have a link to where they can get the beats.
There you go. Yeah, because you just need traction, man. You just need people to see that shit.
I got the catalog, still building the catalog, but definitely have a catalog to choose from. I
Hell
just
yeah,
need
you
people to
do.
see. Just people need to.
It's even better than last year. Like, your shit. You got that shit you performed? You performed some,
That's on the
man,
MPC. That's on the MPC. Yep.
still have it? You
Yep.
performed it, Mike Vick's or some shit?
Yep.
Not Mike, what's his name? Damn, I forgot his name.
That's because you're high as shit.
Oh, Mike Xavier. There you go. I'm tired. I gotta get some sleep.
Yeah, I'm
But
tired
yeah,
of dealing with this
I am
bullshit.
coming down. I'm a little toasty.
Must be nice.
Nah, that beat was hard, bro. Like, yeah, you got a whole catalog for real. And then you made that beat. What's that song called? That Chicago song. You know what I'm talking about?
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, the auto tune on. Shit. Back in Chicago or some shit. You're singing on that shit.
Oh, that yeah. 21.
What is that called? Oh, 21. Yeah, you made that beat?
Yeah, I made the beat.
Shit,
And
man.
play the
Yeah,
guitar on it.
you got a whole catalog for real. You could put that beat out too.
Low key.
Or not, or you could just, like, just have it in your catalog. Like, you got hella beats, man. Like, if you were to meet somebody, then you could pull that beat out, you know what I mean? And if they like it, then they can use it or whatever. Like, if you run into somebody, like Major, you run into fucking Travis Scott or some shit, or run into like a Lil Russell or something. Shit, if that would have been you, shit. Like, like, yo, I got beats, you know, you had the speaker on you and everything. You can start playing that shit. He'll start freestyling. That shit would have been crazy. You weren't with Baze, huh? He ran into the Russell. Were you there?
No, I wasn't there. I had talked to him that same day.
Damn. Yeah, see, man, like, you guys are there. Like, you were there when Soldier Boy was there. Like, you gonna run into somebody else. Just, you better be ready. Just stay ready so you ain't gotta get ready.